According to Internet Matters, who surveyed a large group of young people between the ages of 8 to 17, 37% of those interviewed claimed that it was easier to be open online than it was in real life. In 2020, there was 1,108 data breaches alone. I spoke to Chris, a secondary school computer science educator, and I gave him some questions to answer about staying safe online. This is what he had to say.
Due to the spread of social media sites, people are often too open on the internet.
Personally, yes. I think I do think that. People often share their location on the internet. I know that much. Home address, pictures of being on holiday publicly, so showing that they're not at home. I don't think it's necessary. If you use the privacy settings correctly on these sites, you should be able to broadly protect yourself much better than if you're doing that. But yes, I personally think that, yes. I think what's really important is that people understand who's seeing the information that they share and what could be done with the information they share. I think if someone understands that, then they can share lots. I don't really have a problem with someone sharing loads and loads of stuff if they understand what it is they're sharing. But sometimes with younger people, they might share a picture or a message that they don't want older people to see or to still be there in 5 years' time without realizing. And then I think they've crossed the line without realizing. So what's really important when people are sharing information online is that they understand what it is that they're sharing and that it's going to be there online possibly forever. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, but someone put up a Facebook post that said your robot name is related to your credit card number, and most people understood that it was a joke, but they had 64,000 responses, and one of the comments pointed to some other comments which I had to look at to see if he was telling the truth, and sure enough, some people had put some real credit card numbers there, had some replies from people telling them they shouldn't have done it, and then quickly tried to cancel their credit cards, if you believe the comment thread. I don't know, it looked legitimate to me. I thought, oh, well, what did you expect to happen? People should feel pressured to stay safe because it's not just their own safety potentially, it's safety of people around them if they're sharing other people's information without realizing. There's a setting on a lot of social media sites that says, you know, you can let friends of friends see this. So you can have it, only my friends can see it, the whole public can see it, or friends of my friends can see it. And therefore, if your friend is just accepting every John Smith that sends them an invitation, suddenly that means that person's getting access to you if you're on friends of friends settings. So people need to understand how to stay safe online because they need to protect their friends and family as well as themselves. Equally, if it's a shared computer, a family home computer, you've got one computer for a family and you know, you're using the family computer. If you don't understand how to stay safe online, you'll download a virus, and then the next person who uses it, even if they understand how to stay safe online, they're already in trouble. So yes, I do think people should feel some pressure, not so much that they're amazingly stressed, but some pressure to stay safe online. I think that's a lot of people are becoming more aware of what the right boundaries are online and being safer about sharing. I also think in Britain the education system's got a lot better. Students that I see coming up from primary school have much more awareness of these topics that you and I are discussing than perhaps 5 or 10 years ago. So in that sense, things are improving. There are security risks with cookies that not everyone understands. If you accept all cookies, you're basically giving a website carte blanche permission to put data onto your computer. And a malicious website could use a cookie as a vessel for a virus or malware, malicious software, or just to track you to places that you don't want to be tracked, and track details like passwords and things like that you don't want to be tracked. So it's a difficult one because cookies are very helpful. They allow websites to work the way that they're supposed to, and they speed websites up. But yeah, people do need to understand what they're doing, and that when you allow cookies onto your computer, you are giving a company or a website permission to watch effectively how you are using their website. You've given me a really good opportunity to speak.